You know that familiar payday panic? You log into your bank account just to manually drag your money over to your investments, crossing your fingers it clears in time to actually make a trade? It is a total hassle. Welcome to this explainer. Today, we're building a frictionless guide to automating your income by setting up direct deposit with Charles Schwab. By the time we wrap up, you'll know exactly how to flip your paycheck into an automatic wealth-building machine completely stress-free. Here is our roadmap for today. We'll start with the power of direct deposit, gathering your account details, and completing the setup form. Then we'll dive into avoiding common setup errors, walk through some real-life troubleshooting, and finish up with monitoring and best practices.
Section 1. The power of direct deposit.
If you're sick of manually moving your money every single payday, automating the process is your literal first step toward true financial efficiency. It's all about deleting that friction between earning your money and actually putting it to work. Relying on your memory or manual clicks just introduces delays, and as we all know, in the financial world, a delay is a missed opportunity. Direct deposit doesn't just save you a few minutes a month. It completely eliminates manual transaction delays and guarantees you'll get timely receipt of everything from your regular paycheck to Social Security and pension payments. But here's the absolute best part. It acts as the bedrock for automated wealth building. By having funds automatically hit your Schwab account, you can effortlessly power systematic dollar cost averaging. That means you're constantly investing, totally unfazed by whatever the market happens to be doing on a random Tuesday.
Section 2. Gathering your account details.
If your employer's payroll system lets you submit information digitally, you are in luck because this is incredibly straightforward. Just follow 5 simple extraction steps on your desktop browser to generate a pre-filled PDF authorization letter for your HR team. First, log into Schwab Alliance and authenticate. Next, click the Transfer and Pay tab up in the header. Select routing numbers and direct deposit, pick your specific account from the blue drop-down menu, and hit Click to generate a printable PDF. Boom! Schwab dynamically creates a document containing your exact coordinates. Zero guesswork required.
Section 3. Completing the setup form.
Now, what if your employer is a bit old school and requires manual paperwork? Let's walk through exactly how to fill out the official Schwab ACH transfer forms so you hit absolutely zero roadblocks. Right at the top of the form, you have to explicitly choose your intention. Are you setting up brand new instructions, changing an existing amount, or stopping a transfer entirely? It sounds basic, I know, but locking in those parameters right away prevents a massive administrative headache later on. Down in the account information section, absolute accuracy is the name of the game. You've got to use your exact legal name, no nicknames here. You also need the ABA transit routing number and the targeted account number. Keep in mind, outside financial institutions and clearinghouses process these transactions strictly by the numbers. Just one misplaced digit can completely derail your deposit.
A foolproof trick to ensure you don't mess this up? Grab a voided check and use it as a tangible reference point. The ABA routing number is usually that first string of digits sitting on the bottom left, right before your specific account number. Mapping these visually, field by field onto your form is the absolute smartest way to make sure everything matches up perfectly.
When you're filling this out, you also get to dictate how your deposit is allocated, and you've got 3 main choices depending on your financial goals. You can go for a full paycheck switch, dumping your entire net balance into Schwab. Or, if you use Schwab alongside a local bank, you could carve out a precise percentage, like firing 15% of your net pay straight into your brokerage for investments. Lastly, you can pick a static fixed dollar amount to consistently fund a specific savings goal every month.
Section 4. Avoiding common setup errors.
Okay, pay close attention to this next part because this brings us to the guardrails you need to safely navigate Schwab's dual ledger system. This right here is exactly where most people get tripped up. The secret is understanding that Schwab handles checking accounts very differently than brokerage accounts. Schwab Bank checking accounts use a standard routing number 1212-02211 and a 12-digit account number that always starts with 4400. But if you want your money to land directly in a Schwab brokerage account, the whole mechanism changes. You do not use the Schwab Bank routing number. Instead, you have to route it through JP Morgan Chase using routing number 071000013. And your account number? It transforms into a 17-digit string. It starts with a master prefix of 593853800, which is then immediately followed by your standard 8-digit Schwab account number.
So here is the huge takeaway. The absolute most common point of failure is mixing these 2 formats up. If you write down the Schwab Bank checking routing number, but pair it with your 8-digit brokerage account number, the clearing engine gets hopelessly confused. It looks for an 8-digit account in the checking database, obviously can't find it, and immediately rejects the transaction.
Section 5. Real-life troubleshooting.
To prove you're not the only one who might find this a bit tricky, let's look at some real-life troubleshooting. One Reddit user posted this. When I entered the 17-character account number, my company form showed an error, looked like too long, so I tried the 9-character one that I saw. This hits the nail on the head. Legacy employer payroll forms can be incredibly rigid. Sometimes an old payroll portal will reject that 17-digit brokerage sequence simply because it looks too long to their outdated software. In a panic, people often default to the shorter 8 or 9-digit number, which creates that dreaded mismatch error.
But take a deep breath. As this same user discovered, if you do make a routing mistake, your money doesn't just disappear into a black hole. They noted, called Schwab and got it confirmed that the payment was sent back to my employer. The payment simply safely bounces right back to your employer to be fixed for the next pay cycle. Your funds are perfectly secure. It just means a frustrating little delay while you update HR with the correct 17-digit brokerage format or the proper checking account format.
Section 6. Monitoring and best practices.
Let's wrap this up with a few best practices to keep things running smoothly once your setup is finally complete. First, keep a close eye on your account during that first pay period to make sure everything routed correctly. Double-check Schwab Alliance to ensure there are no subtle name or ABA mismatches. Going forward, definitely consider setting up Schwab MoneyLink. It's an awesome feature that lets you effortlessly bridge your newly automated direct deposits over to external accounts to pay bills. Oh, and if you ever need to deposit a physical check using the mobile app, always remember to endorse the back with the phrase, "for deposit only." Make sure you use those exact words right alongside your account number to avoid any annoying processing delays.
Now, just a quick reminder before we sign off that this explainer is strictly for informational purposes. While we love breaking down the mechanics of these workflows, you should absolutely contact Charles Schwab directly or consult a qualified professional for personalized financial, tax, or investment advice tailored to your specific life situation. All right, the technical hurdles are cleared, your money is flowing on autopilot, and the heavy lifting is officially over. The only question left for you is, now that your deposit is fully automated, how exactly are you going to put that wealth to work? Thanks for joining me on this explainer, and happy investing.